Singapore, and we are back here again at the home of Samsung, the Samsung Live Shop. So this is the third day for this week, and for tonight, we still have these products for highlighting. So if you've been missing out during the past few days that we've been going live, well, worry not, because for tonight, and guys, quick heads up, we're gonna be changing up things starting tomorrow. So make sure that you are really checking out the products already, because guys, the change up is gonna be so dire by tomorrow. And I'm not sure when these are gonna be back. So guys, ready your Samsung Shop app and of course the Samsung.com website. And for the people who might be watching us using our Facebook channel or the other channels that you might be encountering us in, well, log in to the Samsung.com website and Samsung Shop app right now, because you can only get these offers in our official website and app. Go ahead guys, and you've been seeing the code up here already. So we can still use the code LS-SAVEBIG for the following products, which are the Galaxy Tab S11 Ultra, the biggest tab and the most advanced tab here from Samsung this 2025. And we have its smaller counterpart, the Galaxy Tab S11, which has an 11-inch screen. And next up, we have the Galaxy Tab S10 Lite, the affordable option for an essential tab. And next up, we have the Galaxy Buds 3 FE right over here. All right, so this is still also available to be checked out using our official channels. And last but not the least, the Galaxy S25 FE. So there you guys have it. And for all of the list that we have for tonight, check out the shopping bag icon down there, tap that, and then the full list will definitely show up, and you will be able to see that we have the Galaxy Z Fold 7, the Galaxy S25 series in the cart as well. So make sure that if you have missed the promotions for the past few months for our flagship models, then make sure that you also check out by tonight, because by tomorrow we are gonna switch up. All right, so for the code guys, LS-SAVEBIG, we can only use this using our Samsung Shop app and Samsung.com website. No other platforms can be used for this code. And just a heads up guys, and just a quick trivia, did you know that you can check out these products cheapest right now here in the home of Samsung? So use the code, stack it up with your registration plus e-vouchers. And if you are also planning to check out an appliance, well, we still have our amazing vouchers for those as well. So for tonight, when we use the code LS-SAVEBIG for the Galaxy Tab S11 Ultra, we can get 50 Singapore dollars off, and that goes for the same with the Galaxy Tab S11. And next up, the Galaxy Tab S10 Lite, 30 Singapore dollars off. Right? So for these three tablets, use your Samsung Registration Plus e-vouchers. And when you use your Samsung Registration Plus e-vouchers for the Galaxy Tab S11 series, you can get an additional 50 Singapore dollars off for those. And as for the Galaxy Tab S10 Lite, an additional 30 Singapore dollars off. And those are, again, additional, so those are on top of the code LS-SAVEBIG. And of course, for the Galaxy Buds 3 FE, we can also use the code LS-SAVEBIG for this. And just a quick heads up, we have Galaxy Glow Duo happening in our Samsung Shop app as well. So if you are planning to check out the Buds with a phone, then you might want to check out the Galaxy Glow Duo. And speaking of the Galaxy Glow Duo, we have the S25 FE for that. But as for the S25 FE, we have a special promotion for this where we get, again, a free storage upgrade even without using the code. So if you've been eyeing to check out the 128GB model, check out the 256GB model instead. And if you are trying to check out the 256GB model, then you might want to check out the 512GB model instead. All right, so those are the promotions for the LS-SAVEBIG. And if you have missed the Eco Bundle deals from last month, well, worry not, because we still have it here during this third day of the week. We have the Eco Bundle deals, which gives us an additional 20 to 30% off on our Galaxy Watch 8 series or Tab S10 as add-on. So if you've been planning to check out our hero products, then might as well throw in a Galaxy Watch 8 series or a Tab S10. And some of these guys are actually stackable with our code. So on top of the 20 to 30% discount, you can use the code as an additional discount as well. And this is going to be applicable for select products only. And the good news about this is that we already included the latest tablets as part of the Eco Bundle promotion. So we have the Galaxy Tab S11 series, which are the S11 Ultra and S11. We have the Galaxy Tab S10 Lite, the Galaxy S25 series, and the all-new Galaxy Z series. And as for our smart TVs, the Eco Bundle is applicable for the Neo QLED QN series, the OLED S series, the Frame and Frame Pro 4K, the QLED Q8F series, and the Crystal UHD U series. And as for the refrigerators, we can get it for the FDR series, the All-Around Cooling series, the AI Energy Mode, and the Twin Cooling Plus. Alright, so those are the hero products where we can get the Eco Bundle deals. And if you're thinking to check out an appliance, well, guys, good news. We still have our Gifts with Purchase promotion where we get to have a free Galaxy Tab A9 Plus. And this is applicable for the select refrigerators, bespoke or non-bespoke, washing machines, and even TVs. Alright, so guys, massive upgrades in our homes deserve a free Galaxy tablet. So you can sync your life with that tablet as well. That's an ultimate bundle deal. And of course, we still have our climate vouchers. So if you're planning to check out an appliance, well, we can use the Climate 400 voucher if you still have it. And this is going to give you an additional 400 Singapore dollars off on our select products. So you get to have a maximum around 400 plus Singapore dollar discount for these. As far as I remember, we have the LS-SAVEBIG with a cap 60 Singapore dollars for the appliances, right? So you get to have the maximum discount of 460 Singapore dollars for the appliances. So don't forget to throw in your Climate 400 voucher if you do plan to check out a refrigerator, a washing machine, or even a TV. All right, and of course, guys, you can definitely trade in with us. If you've been planning or if you have been being magnetized to move to the Galaxy Life, well, you can definitely do so with our trade-in offers. You can save on up to 1,735 Singapore dollars if you plan to trade in. So you can save up to 1,230 Singapore dollars for the smartphones, 1,735 for the tablets, and 430 Singapore dollars for the watches. And just like what we said, it doesn't matter if it's not an old Galaxy device. You can definitely check out the list of the devices that we are accepting, and you will see the corresponding prices for those. So switch over to the Samsung lifestyle. Make your upgrades more simple and of course better here. And if you're thinking, how does the trade-in work? Well, worry not, guys, because we're gonna give you the convenience of picking up and of course delivering your old devices. So for the trade-in, once you receive your new product, we will give you 3 days for you to bid your goodbyes to your old devices. And then after 3 days, a separate Samsung personnel will collect your old device. So this is especially useful for mobile phones where we need to transfer the data from the old phone to the new phone. And for more information about the trade-ins, make sure you visit our Samsung.com website or Samsung Shop app and search for quote-unquote trade-in. And of course, guys, we can also check out a Samsung Care Plus with these devices and appliances. So make sure that if you want to insure your products with us because you want to have that peace of mind, check out a Samsung Care Plus plan as well. And you actually have several options when checking this out. And with the Samsung Care Plus, we get to have 50% savings on out-of-warranty repairs, pickup and delivery service, extended warranty, 24/7 support and priority service, and a one-time screen repair. And guys, heads up. For those who might be hesitating to check out the S25 FE, the Z Fold 7, and the Z Flip 7, well, good news is that these devices are currently the lowest price among every platform out there. This can be checked out at such an affordable price right now here at the home of Samsung. So don't hesitate to check out, guys. Again, our mantra is the money will return and the memories will last longer with our devices. So check them out right now. All right, only again here at the Samsung.com website and Samsung Shop app. All right, so we're gonna move on to the highlights of our devices, and we're gonna do the prices so that we can already check out, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people are just thinking to check out the prices, right? So here are the promotions that we have for these devices in front of me. Starting with the Galaxy S25 FE 256GB model. Again, if you have been planning to check out a 128GB model, check out the 256GB model instead, because currently this phone is at 948 Singapore dollars. Yes, free storage upgrades, right? So check it out right now. No need to use the code. And as for the 512 gigabytes, guys, it is at the price of the 256 gigabytes, which is 1,038 Singapore dollars. So head over to our Samsung Shop app or Samsung.com website and then immediately check out. But don't forget to use your Samsung Registration Plus e-voucher so you can have an additional 50 Singapore dollar discount for this. And if you are thinking, is there something more, or are we gonna have more offers when we check out? Yes, we do. If you are a first-time Samsung Shop app user, you get to have an additional discount. So the price that you are seeing here for the Galaxy S25 FE 256GB model is not yet final, and later we're gonna show it to you guys with all the promotions that are applicable for this. All right, so check it out right now, again in our Samsung.com website and Samsung Shop app. Next up, we have the Galaxy Buds 3 FE at 138 Singapore dollars with the code LS-SAVEBIG. So we have a 30 Singapore dollar discount for this. The original price is at 168 Singapore dollars. So check it out. If you love the gray one, go ahead and check it out. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have been opting for this color combination. All right, so can we just have Mr. or Mrs. Lucid Burger, which device are you using the LS-SAVEBIG code? Just to clarify, because if you've been using it for the S25 FE, then no, we cannot use it for that because we have and again, we have free storage upgrade promotion for the S25 FE. So for the commenter in our live chat, can we please ask which device are you trying to check out? And then we'll quickly get back to you. All right, so moving on with the Galaxy Tab S11 Ultra 256 gigabytes from 1,898 Singapore dollars. The Tab S11 Ultra with the code LS-SAVEBIG gives us a 50 Singapore dollar discount, so it is down to 1,848 Singapore dollars. And don't forget, guys, to use your Samsung Reservation and Samsung Registration Plus e-voucher and get an additional 50 Singapore dollar discount. And on top of these discounts and promo codes, we get to have an additional freebie, which is automatically added to cart, the Galaxy Tab S11 Ultra Book Cover Keyboard Slim, worth 268 Singapore dollars. And as for the smaller counterpart of the Tab S11 Ultra, the Galaxy Tab S11 256 gigabytes of storage From 1398 Singapore dollars, it is down to 1348 Singapore dollars with the code LS-SAVEBIG. And for this, we also get to have a freebie, which is the Galaxy Tab S11 book cover keyboard slim. And don't forget to use your registration plus e-vouchers as well. And next up, we have the Galaxy Tab S10 Lite, 128 gigabytes of storage. From 588 Singapore dollars, this is down to 558 Singapore dollars with the code LS-SAVEBIG. And of course, we get to have a free book cover keyboard slim for this device as well. So, go ahead guys and check out using our Samsung.com website and Samsung Shop app. And again, for tonight, we have the S25 FE, Z Fold 7, and Z Flip 7 FE coming in the most cheap, affordable way, an affordable price here from the home of Samsung. So if you're planning to check out those devices right now, use our platform and you are guaranteed to receive the best price right now among any other platforms. All right, so we're gonna move on and do our highlights, starting with the Galaxy S25 FE. So for this, again, free storage upgrades, the Galaxy S25 FE 256 gigabyte is at 948 Singapore dollars. And as for the Galaxy S25 FE 512 gigabytes, it is currently at 1,038 Singapore dollars. Again, free storage upgrades right now for this amazing phone. No need to use the code. And later, we're going to do a demonstration on how it works in our Samsung Shop app. But for now, let's watch this video. Alright, so you saw all of those reasons. You know that TikTok trend where we say things we hate about something, but those are actually the things that we love about it? Well, that's exactly what the S25 FE is for me. Because again, this device, I hate it so much that we have a free storage upgrade for this. And it's very worth it to have. So right now, I'm being forced to get the 512 gigabytes of storage. And as someone who needs a lot of storage, well, I'm gonna opt for that one instead. And just a heads up guys, if you're thinking, is the S25 FE, is it like a downgraded version of the S25 series? I kid you not when we say it is not. Because with the S25 FE guys, you get to have that premium feel, those flagship-like experience with such an affordable price. So since we are mentioning about the price already, let's just quickly head over to our Samsung Shop app over here. And when you are using the Samsung Shop app guys, it is very easy to locate the products that we have for highlighting for tonight. So for the people who might be watching us using our Facebook Live, head over to our Samsung Shop app or Samsung.com website because you will see the exact products in the shopping bag icon. So with that, when you head over to the home page, you will see the live down there. So we just need to enter that and then you will see the shopping bag icon down here. So let's tap that one, and then once you tap that, you will see the list. And of course, we're gonna scroll down to the S25 FE, which is over here. There you guys go. So once you tap it, you we'll see the promotions that we have with it. Again, we mentioned about the Galaxy Glow Duo S25 FE plus a Galaxy Buds 3 FE. But as for me, I want to check out. I want to check out with just the Galaxy S25 FE. All right. So, for our commenter, they might be checking out not an FE, but just a reminder, use the promo code LS-SAVEBIG with an all caps lock form, all right, and no spaces and correct sequence. All right, so what we've been telling about the promotion about the S25 FE is that we have free storage upgrades. So when you try to check out the 128 gigabyte model, you will see that it's not available to be checked out. All right, just a heads up for those people who might be opting for the base model. But if you check out the 256 gigabyte model, you will see that it's at the price of the 128 gigabytes because we have free storage upgrades during this launch period for the S25 FE. And this is available in 4 colors: navy, icy blue, jet black, and white. So if you want the most sleek looking one, then check out the jet black. And just a heads up, guys, just a heads up, a lot of colors are actually getting sold out fast, so make sure you quickly check out right now. All right, so I'm gonna tap the jet black edition, and then you will see here, guys, that we have the Samsung trade-in. And when you tap yes, you will see all of the devices that we have that are available to be traded in here at the home of Samsung. But for the purpose of demonstration, let's tap on no for now. And of course, for the Samsung Care Plus, we get 30% off on a 2-year Samsung Care Plus plan. But for the purpose of demonstration, let's tap on no for now. And you get to also have Google AI Pro for 6 months. So a lot of exclusive offers for the S25 FE. Then let's tap on buy now. Again, guys, just in case you just came in during this part of the live, again, don't use the code LS-buy now for the Galaxy S25 FE. All right? Because no need for you to use the code for this, because you get to have the instant storage upgrades for this device. And of course, with the S25 FE, if you are trying to check it out, you can also have add-ons and enjoy 30% off on select Galaxy Buds and 20% off on eligible Galaxy Watches and rings. So you have all of these options down there. But for now, let's tap on continue. All right, so we're gonna do a demonstration, guys. If you use the code LS-SAVEBIG for this, it's not gonna work, but for all the other devices in the cart, it's gonna work. All right, so with that, you will see it here that when you use it, it will give you a 0 Singapore dollar discount. Okay, so don't use it for the S25 FE. But just a quick heads up, guys, if you are trying to check out the Tab S11 series, the Galaxy Tab S10 Lite, or even the Galaxy Buds 3 FE, and of course the Z series and S25 series, well, use the code in all caps lock. All right, there you guys have it. All caps lock, no spaces, and correct sequence. All right, so, okay. That's the S25 FE promotion. Free storage upgrades, okay? So right now, you can check it out for only 943 Singapore dollars. But just like what we told you guys, if you are a first-time Samsung Shop app user, you get to have additional discounts. There you guys have it. So if you are a first-time Shop app user, you can check out the Galaxy S25 FE for only 853 Singapore dollars. But if you have your Samsung registration plus e-vouchers, you can have the additional 50 Singapore dollars off for this device. All right, so imagine, guys, stacking discounts for the S25 FE. All right, so for that, guys, let me just quickly hold this one for you. My favorite one is definitely the jet black. Right. So with this, guys, I told you about the things I hate about the FE. First of all, it's super duper affordable next to my S25 Ultra. And with these two being paired together, I'm pretty sure they're gonna be a very, very powerful pairing for me. As someone who takes a lot of photos and needs to extend that capability sometimes during the day, because from day to night, we're taking content, so I need extra power. And when I was thinking of checking out maybe an S25 or S25 Plus, I saw the S25 FE's camera capabilities, it's able to catch up with the S25 Ultra. If I were to take one photo with the S25 Ultra's 50 megapixel and put it side by side with the S25 FE, they are very close to each other. It's hard to tell the difference. And for that, kind of hate that it catches up with my S25 Ultra. But I love the fact that it catches up with that kind of performance. And of course, for this, we have extreme software supports. We get to have updates for such a long time. And we value products that give us longevity right now in this age. And the S25 FE has that. And if you're thinking, is this phone gonna embarrass you while you're walking along the road? Well, just a heads up, it will not. Because the S25 FE, guys, this really feels like a flagship phone. And I'm thinking, this Samsung trademark, love how it's looking so sleek. And of course, triple camera setup. Love that as well. And of course, the display, guys, is super duper good. 120 hertz of refresh rate. Very, very smooth. So if you are thinking, what's the performance, what's the difference in the performance of the screen with the S25 Ultra and the S25 FE? Well, let's do a quick scrolling, and you will see it here, guys, that it catches up with the speed of the S25. So let's try to scroll, right? So let's try to scroll. There. Scroll, 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 scroll. Both are very, very smooth, right? And if you're scrolling outside of your homes in broad daylight, this phone is gonna be efficient. It's able to fight broad daylight because of its super duper bright screen. Look at that. And with this screen, it is very, very durable. It is water resistant as well. So imagine that kind of hardware features from the S25 FE. It definitely catches up with a balanced flagship feel. And again, let's quickly put it side by side with the S25 Ultra without the S25 Ultra's case. And you will see it here, guys, that it really resembles the flagship features of the flagship phones. Look at this. This is the S25 Ultra in jet black, and this is the S25 FE in jet black as well. Look at that. Would you be able to tell the difference that this one is actually more premium than this one? Well, I'm pretty sure no, because for this, guys, the camera is super duper flattering. You get to have 50 megapixel main, ultra wide and telephoto modes as well. And of course, with the 12 megapixel selfie camera, you get to have color accurate selfies. So again, for the cameras, 50 megapixel wide, 12 megapixel ultra wide, and 8 megapixel telephoto, which definitely gives you crisp and clear portrait modes or even landscape modes. And with the Pro Visual Engine powering this up as well, you get to have those nice saturations, contrast at such a balanced premium feel phone. That's why I'm telling you guys, when I was thinking of a second device for a phone, this definitely has that. All right. So for the commenter, when adding LS-SAVEBIG for Z Flip 7, it says please use a valid code. All right. So we're gonna get back to you. Our Samsung personnel are now currently working on it, but make sure that you try from time to time. And just a reminder, use the code in all caps lock, correct spelling, and correct sequence, and of course no spaces. All right, so but again we want to assure you that our Samsung personnel are already handling it. All right, so with that, guys, we're gonna try it again later just to make sure, and if you're having some difficulties, don't forget to try and try. All right, so we have an FE as a branded fan edition, but everything about this screams flagship, right? And of course, guys, if you're planning to use it outdoors, this phone has a large vapor chamber, no overheating. And if you are planning to use it as a gaming phone, I am sure it does the job. It stays chill even though it is under pressure. And of course, if those are not yet enough to convince you guys, well, we have a free storage upgrade for this. So I'm sure guys that with the camera capabilities of the S25 FE, you're gonna need a lot of storage. You're gonna need a lot of storage. And it fits everyone, students, gamers, creators, casual users. So it definitely is that for everyone phone. And of course guys, this phone is super affordable right now without even using the code LS-SAVEBIG. And it comes in 4 amazing colors: jet black, white, icy blue, and navy. Alright, so for our commenters who might be wanting to check out right now, again, these are only available to be checked out in these prices using our Samsung.com website and Samsung Shop app. Earn points when you buy this, and of course get the free Google AI Pro for 6 months. Alright, with the Google AI Pro, you get to have 2 terabytes of storage and of course Gemini AI Pro capabilities. You can generate videos and have photos generated as well. So you get to have extra credits for those. Again, very, very worth it to have. Alright, so for this, you can also get a 30% off on the 2-year Samsung Care Plus plan. So ensure your device with us here in Samsung. Look at that. Again, side by side with the Galaxy S25 Ultra, it definitely looks so premium and flagship. Alright. So, with that said guys, again, the price of our Galaxy S25 FE are super duper worth it to have because we get to have free storage upgrades for this. The price of the 256GB model is at the price of 128, and the 512 is at the price of the 256GB model. And for those people who might want to check out a Galaxy Buds 3 FE and a Galaxy S25 FE, we have the Galaxy Glow Duo in our official Samsung.com website and Samsung Shop app as well. And the e-vouchers can be used for this Duo promotion. So use it for that as well, right? Buds 3 FE, 25 FE, both FEs, but both are very, very powerful. So you can save 200 Singapore dollars off if you pair it with a 256GB model, and $300 off for the 512GB of storage. Alright, so with that said, again, the prices of our Galaxy S25 FE are at these. The 256GB model is at 948 Singapore dollars, and the 512GB is at 1,038 Singapore dollars. No need to use the code for the S25 FE. And for our commenters who might be having a difficult time right now with checking out, well, our Samsung personnel are already attending to it, and we're gonna try it later. But for now, let's move on to our Galaxy Buds 3 FE, the most balanced buds right now here at the home of Samsung. And for this, from 168 Singapore dollars, we have it for only 138 Singapore dollars. Excuse me, with the code LS-SAVEBIG. This is available in gray and black. So if you want to have that classic feel, check out the black one. But if you want a more stylish feel, check out the gray one. And personally, I love the gray one so much. Alright, so for the features of our Galaxy Buds 3 FE, I love the fact that the sound is way too good. I have a different Galaxy Buds, but I got that for such a high price. And from what I can say, they gave me the experience of a lifetime with my music. But the Galaxy Buds 3 FE gave that to me as well. So if you're looking for a more affordable option buds, the Buds 3 FE can definitely give you a way too good sound. Yes, guys, right in your ears. It honestly feels like a live concert. Do you love listening to live versions of music? Right, we do. I love that as well. And the Galaxy Buds 3 FE elevates that experience. And this is super duper comfortable to wear. As a person who loves to work out and run a lot in the park, what I can say is that it doesn't fall off. For those old buds or non-Galaxy buds that we have right now, usually they fall off when you are running or doing extreme activities, but the Buds 3 FE doesn't fall. And sometimes it's so comfortable that I wash my face with it. But before, I had to worry about my buds getting splashed. But now I don't, because the Buds 3 FE survives those water splashes. And as someone who feels too comfortable with wearing the Buds 3 FE, well, I'm sure I will splash it with water next time again. Like what I did this afternoon, but the Buds 3 FE survived that. And with this having this advanced noise cancellation, advanced active noise cancellation, and of course, crispy voice for calls, I'm sure that this Buds is going to be your best friend if you are someone who works in cafes or even in parks. This can pick up your voice without a problem even though there are noise happening around you. And with the ambient mode, with these Buds, you are sure that you are going to stay safe and on the road when you are walking because you get to hear everything without a problem. And the battery life is super duper good. Before I used to, when I didn't have the Buds 3 FE, I used to work for around 2 hours at the gym and then my buds would die. Yes, true story guys. But with the Buds 3 FE, it can keep on going. I can have Zoom calls, I can have Google meetings, I can also work out after that, and the Buds is still going on. 6 hours, guys. 6 hours of extreme activities, and the Buds 3 FE is able to survive that. And not to mention, the colors are very, very cute. Look at this gray one. Personally love this one. Yes. And for those people who might be looking for a beginner-friendly Buds, this Buds 3 FE is definitely the answer. So for this guys, again, from 168 Singapore dollars, it is down to 138 Singapore dollars with the code LS-SAVEBIG. And were we not, for the people who might be checking out right now, we are working on it. So make sure that you still have your Samsung.com website and Samsung Shop app ready for you to check out. Don't forget guys that these mobile phones are only going to be up until today, and we're not going to be sure when it's going to back, so when it's going to be back, so make sure that you are checking out right now. All right, so with that, the time has come for us to highlight our favorite tabs. And before we move on to that, let's answer this question. Any Galaxy Watch 8 promo? The Galaxy Watch 8s are available to be checked out with an additional 20 to 30% off with our hero products. So throw it into your cart as well if you are planning to check out a mobile phone. So we hope that answered your question. And with that, let's move on to the Galaxy Tab S11 and S11 Ultra. And for the price of the Galaxy Tab S11 Ultra, 256GB model, from 1898 Singapore dollars, this is down to 1848 Singapore dollars with the code LS-SAVEBIG. And on top of these guys, we get to have an automatically added freebie, the Galaxy Tab S11 Ultra book cover keyboard. Alright, so also guys, make sure that you are also using your Samsung Registration Plus e-vouchers on the checkout page. Apply it guys, so you'll get to have the additional 50 Singapore dollars off for this tab. And next up, we have the Galaxy Tab S11 256GB model. From 1398 Singapore dollars, it is down to 1348 Singapore dollars with the code LS-SAVEBIG. And of course, don't forget the Registration Plus e-vouchers. And on top of all of those guys, we get to also have a freebie worth 188 Singapore dollars, which is the Galaxy Tab S11 book cover keyboard slim. And with that, let's have a refresher about how powerful these tabs are.
This is Zoe, junior project manager by day and a budding tech influencer by night. But she's not in it alone. Introducing Galaxy Tab S11 Ultra. the thinnest and most powerful Galaxy Tab ever. Zoe's subscriber count, a little less impressive. Perhaps she found a shortcut.
Hey Gemini, looking at my channel stats, what direction should I go in with my next video?
It looks like your videos about tech that doesn't need to be complicated are performing well.
So appeal to a non-tech savvy audience?
Exactly. Your audience seems to really connect with straightforward tech tips.
Equipped with this new insight, Zoe got to work on her script. Atrial fibrillation, sleep. Looks like somebody wanted to help out a little. No worries, Olive. Zoe already has a little assistance. See?
What is up? Welcome to my...
Just go with it. Yes. Post it. And before you knew it, Zoe gained a few more followers. Hey, we all gotta start somewhere. Now, after leveling up on her writing, she focused on her drawing. And she was not afraid to experiment with her creativity. With the newfound power at her fingertips, her artistic range quickly expanded and improved in detail and expression. Because her thumbnails went from amateur to amazing. Mwah. Even in work mode, she effortlessly switched from one task to another and another.
This is your favorite part of the night, right? I know you love it.
Another.
For today's
Her productivity truly went through the roof.
and they are, in fact,
Is something bothering her?
how can I improve this background for my tech reviews?
Let's start with the bookshelf. Try removing some of the smaller items to declutter it.
What about lighting?
You want to make sure you're well lit.
Now she had the perfect setup. On camera, at least.
The studio has officially upgraded. Let's get into our new tech review.
It was the setup for success.
Easy flipped.
It was like all of her talent had finally been brought to life.
And
Zoe continued to check off things to do. And with each one, her following grew. She stepped up her game, even editing footage like a pro, with powerful performance and speed fueling her every task. And after successfully completing many to-dos, she turned them into ta-das in no time. Zoe finally realized that all she had needed to unlock her potential was her Galaxy Tab S11 Ultra.
All right. So all of those things, guys, love that so much. I love that ad so much. Guys, because with all of those creative and productive stuff that she did, the Galaxy Tab S11 and S11 Ultra are definitely suitable for people who have that kind of extreme lifestyle at work, creative, and also for university students who want the best tablet. And for this, between the S11 and S11 Ultra, we have shared features and some differences. First of all, the notable differences is that we have the best and biggest screen for the Galaxy Tab S11 Ultra, 14.6 inch. Yes, super duper big. It's almost like a laptop. There. All right. And as for the Galaxy Tab S11, we have an 11-inch screen for this as a cuter form. But of course, still holds the power of the S11 Ultra. They both have turned into laptops. They can turn into tablets and into laptops. And can I just say, guys, that the new and improved Samsung DeX in this allows you to transform the tablet as a laptop, and of course connect to another wireless display and use an extended display for this device. So with the Samsung DeX, guys, you can have two options. See guys, DeX over there. When you long press that one, you can have these two options. Connect wirelessly to a display or switch to a desktop workspace. So when you choose connect wirelessly, you can connect to an extended device. But for the switch to a desktop workspace option, well, you can definitely rely on this tab as an instant laptop. See? Once you turn on DeX mode in this, all of the things that you're going to open are going to be in desktop mode. So you can have a great multitasking experience even if you are on DeX mode or even if you are in just a normal tablet mode. Look at this, guys. The things that I'm opening in this, it is a lot already. All of these floating windows, you can definitely resize them. So you can put them all together in just one row. Look at this, guys. See? All in one row, right? So you can have more space for those more important tasks. And you can switch. You can switch seamlessly, right? You can switch seamlessly from one window to another. See how fast it responds? Super duper great. And of course, if you plan to switch it to, again, if you plan to switch it back to tablet mode, well, let's do that. Switch it back to tablet mode, it's still there. But if you switch it back to Samsung DeX again, the tabs are still there. So you will go back to it like nothing happened. So your workspaces are safe with this device. And of course, we have the hexagonal S Pen for this already. With the hexagonal S Pen, it feels like our old pencils, right? So we can have better grip with the S Pen. And this comes with the S Pen, so no need for you to purchase it separately, right? So for this Tab S11 Ultra, this is going to be useful for people who value extreme and large workspace. But for those people who value more portability but with so much power, then the Tab S11 is the good option for you. All right. So for the people who might be asking for the discounts for the Galaxy Z Fold series and S25 series, the code cannot be used for it because we have discounted prices for today. And if you are having issues with using the code LS-SAVEBIG, you can contact our customer support to help you out. But the code is useful for our again guys, for our Galaxy Tab S11 series, the Galaxy Tab S10 Lite, and the Buds 3 FE. So we hope that clarified things out for you. So go ahead, guys. If you've been planning to check out the other non-hero products for tonight during this live, contact our customer support and they will help you with checking out. But don't worry, guys, because we have already discounted prices for those devices. So make sure that you also check out during this live. All right, so thank you so much for bringing out your concerns. That's why it's very important to put your comments in the live chat and in the Facebook comments as well. Thank you so much. So we hope we were able to help you out. All right, moving on. Going back to Samsung DeX again. If you switch to tab mode, it's normal. But if you go back to DeX, it saves your workspace. So it's very, very seamless. And can I just say, guys, that even though we are telling that this is useful for maybe university students or even for creatives, can I just say that one of the best people who this tab can definitely help out are the people who need to make those instant access for commenting on PDF files or maybe for educators, because imagine doing your work online and you have to comment on someone online via Google Meet or Zoom. This tab is going to help you make those calls and comments in a much more efficient way. So let me switch back to tab mode with this. And of course, go to the call mode. All right. So picture yourself if you are a creative who is looking for a powerful tablet because you need to make those comments, you need to make those notes during a meeting, or even if you are an educator, the tabs are going to be able to help you out, just like the woman in our ad. I love how it really portrays that kind of lifestyle because it is very, very true. So I'll try to call the tablet over here using Google Meet, and you will see what I mean when I say that it definitely steps up everything. All right, so as you can see here, when you do video calls, you can set it up, right? So you can set up your screen share and then do all of those amazing things online. There you guys have it. All right. So with that, guys, let's focus on this tablet so they can see what I'm doing from this tab to this tab. Picture yourself as someone who is in a meeting and you have, for example, I have this poster over here that I want to comment on live during a meeting. So if you are the one who is listening to the comments, they can immediately know what you are trying to comment on. So with you having this power to change the pen to comment on it live, well, you are sure that you will get the best results with your team. For example, you want to remove some stuff from this, right? For example, you want to cross this out, cross. You want to cross this out, cross. See how you can make those quick comments and just tell your maybe graphic artist to remove all of these? Very easy and very intuitive to understand. So you can make those notes on PDF files, on graphics, and it is very understandable because, for example, you want to say here, change to white, to yellow. See? You can do those with the tablet. And of course, if you are an educator, you can definitely present your PowerPoint slides without a problem while still multitasking. Picture this, guys. You are teaching and of course you are sharing how to do the steps, right? Picture this, for example, these are the slides. And then you are teaching live. There. See, you can multitask while you are also on your meeting. So you get to deliver those without a problem. You can make those formulas, you can make those corrections right from the tablet. Multitask with so much efficiency and so much speed with both the Galaxy Tab S11 Ultra and Galaxy Tab S11. All right, see how fast it responds? I swear, guys, the best option out there for people who really want to step up their productivity. And again, for our Galaxy Tab S11 and S11 Ultra, the code LS-SAVEBIG is definitely usable for these two tabs. And for the Galaxy Tab S11 Ultra, 256 gigabytes of storage from 1898 Singapore dollars, it is down to 1848 Singapore dollars with the code LS-SAVEBIG, and we get to have a free Galaxy Tab S11 Ultra book cover keyboard slim. And don't forget to use your registration plus e-voucher as well, so you can have an additional 50 Singapore dollar discount for this tab. And as for the Galaxy Tab S11, 256 gigabytes of storage. We can also use the code LS-SAVEBIG for this. So from 1398 Singapore dollars, it is down to 1348 Singapore dollars with a free Galaxy Tab S11 book cover keyboard slim. And don't forget to use your registration plus e-vouchers for this as well. And for the first time Samsung Shop app users, the price that you've seen, they are not yet final because we get to have additional discounts for those people who are shopping for the first time in our Samsung.com website and Samsung Shop app. So for this, guys, our promotions and bundles for this are super duper worth it to have an up to 268 Singapore dollars off freebies. And of course, we get to also trade in for these devices as well and get extra 250 Singapore dollars trade in value. But if you're thinking to check out an affordable tab which has the essential features? Well, worry not, we have the Galaxy Tab S10 Lite 128 gigabytes of storage right now in our Samsung.com and Samsung Shop app. From 588 Singapore dollars, it is down to 558 Singapore dollars with the code LS-SAVEBIG. This gives us a 30 Singapore dollar discount, and on top of that, we also have a freebie for this, a book cover keyboard slim. And don't forget to use your registration plus e-vouchers as well for this device. And if you're wondering, does the S Pen come with this device when you purchase it? Yes. Alright, so the S Pen comes with the Galaxy Tab S10 Lite already. And of course, for this, we get to have the 10.9-inch display. So if you're thinking, guys, to have an affordable tab, this is way too affordable and way too efficient. I swear, this tab is the best option for students who might be prioritizing affordability, but is looking for efficiency as well. It makes studying easy, it is very light, very portable, and it is the people's choice right now. A lot of people actually waited for the Galaxy Tab S10 Lite due to it being very, very efficient. And for the price and value right now, I'm thinking if not for extending with the S25 FE, I would extend the S25 Ultra's capabilities with the Galaxy Tab S10 Lite, because we love a good priced tab with super duper good features. Alright, so the features that you saw from our Galaxy Tab S11 and S11 Ultra, they are also affordable, they are also applicable with the Galaxy Tab S10 Lite at a very, very affordable price. This is going to be perfect for students who are on a budget or for young professionals as well who are looking to really power up their professional life. Alright, so for the price of this Galaxy Tab S10 Lite from 588 Singapore dollars, it is down to 558 Singapore dollars with the code LS-SAVEBIG, and stack it up with your registration plus e-vouchers and get an additional 30 Singapore dollar discount for this tab. And don't forget that we have a freebie for this, a book cover keyboard slim worth 139 Singapore dollars. Alright, so for the benefits that we have again for this live, just a quick recap. For the LS-SAVEBIG code, it is only applicable for the Galaxy Tab S11 Ultra, Galaxy Tab S11, the Galaxy Buds 3 FE, and Galaxy Tab S10 Lite. As for the Galaxy Z series and S25 series, guys, no need for you to use the code because we already have discounted prices for those devices. But if you are having a problem with using the code, don't forget to contact our customer support and they will help you out. Alright, and as for the Galaxy S25 FE, we have free storage upgrades for this as our promotion. No need to use the code as well. And if you are checking out our hero products, well, good news, we still have the Eco Bundle deals available. So get an additional 20 to 30% off on the Galaxy Watch 8 series or the Tab S10 as add-ons. And we just wanna highlight the fact that our code of the week is stackable with this 20 to 30% discount. So don't forget, guys, that we have stacking promotions for the add-ons. And if you are planning to check out an appliance, our select refrigerators, washing machines, and TVs can be checked out with the free Galaxy Tab A9 Plus with our gifts with purchase promotions. And don't forget that the Climate 400 vouchers are also usable for our select appliances. So don't forget to throw it in and stack it up with our LS-SAVEBIG code as well. And for trading in, guys, just tap on yes if you want to trade in and no if you don't. But don't forget that with trading in, you get to trade in not just Samsung products. You can definitely switch up to the Galaxy Life with other brands. Just check out the full list of devices in our Samsung.com website and Samsung Shop app. And don't forget, guys, that we have a 30% off on a Samsung Care Plus 2-year plan. So ensure your devices with us. And if anything accidental happens with them, we got your backs. And as a final price recap, again, the Galaxy S25 FE 256GB model is at 948 Singapore dollars. And as for the Galaxy S25 FE 512GB is at 1,038 Singapore dollars. No need to use the code. For the Buds 3 FE, it is at 138 Singapore dollars with the code LS-SAVEBIG. And of course, the Galaxy Tab S11 Ultra at 1,848 Singapore dollars, usable with the code. And the Tab S11 256GB model is at 1,348. No need to use the, we need to use the code for this as well. And of course, registration plus e-vouchers. And Galaxy Tab S10 Lite at 128GB at 558 Singapore dollars. Again, guys, for the 25 FE, no need to use the code. For the Galaxy Buds 3 FE, Tab S10 Lite, and Tab S11 series, yes, use the code. And as for the Z Fold 7 and S25 series, no need to use the code for that because we have discounts for them already. And with that, don't forget, guys, to follow us on our official channels on our Facebook and Instagram. And of course, don't forget to download the Samsung Shop app and check out immediately. So we're gonna be back again tomorrow, same time and same channels, 8 to 9 p.m. guys. So don't forget to check out, and happy shopping, Singapore, and good night.